Is Tarot the best horror movie of the year? Okay, probably not, but I just got out of the theater from seeing it, and I'm gonna share my thoughts with you really quick, spoiler free of course, so you can decide whether you wanna go see this in the theaters this weekend. And my answer to that might surprise you. Directed by Spencer Cohen and Anna Hallberg, Tarot follows a group of friends who recklessly violate the sacred rule of tarot readings, and they unknowingly unleash an unspeakable evil trapped within the cursed cards. One by one, they come face to face with fate and end up in a race against death. So I was intending on doing a proper come with me for this, but one of my coworkers wanted to go see it, and we both coincidentally got off of work at the same time, and there's a movie theater in our plaza, so we just decided to go watch it after we got off of work. And I'm back home now. I just got home, and I'm gonna share my thoughts on this with you. So I'll say, having seen the trailer a bunch of times, which gives a lot away, I do have to say that's one of my not so good points for at least the marketing in this movie. The trailer gave away quite a bit. My expectations were super low. I just figured this was gonna be like a gimmicky, like aughts, 2010s era horror movie and nothing more. And I think that worked in my favor because I surprisingly really liked the movie. The one thing that the trailer didn't give away was how meta and self-referential this movie was to those kind of gimmicky cursed object being picked off one by something supernatural horror movies. You know the types. I wasn't expecting this to be a movie where I was gonna get a lot of character development or anything like that, and this isn't that kind of movie. Although I will say they each get like a horoscope tarot reading at the beginning. We kind of see that in the trailer. So it's like, if you think about these characters as kind of like stereotypes of their sign, which you learn in the movie, that's kind of all you need to know. It is very surface level, but I was expecting that. It's not my favorite thing. I prefer to have more developed characters, but for my expectations, I was okay with it. The plot moves along so fast. This is definitely one I think to watch as like a group and just as a chill movie night. And as I was also kind of expecting going in, this was a jump scare fest. Although there were a few pretty good, like just tense, scary moments, mostly a lot of jump scares. One thing I did really like, and I wish the trailer hadn't given away so much, was, I'm just gonna call it creature for lack of a better term, and it's like the least spoilery thing I can call them. I wish the trailer hadn't given away so many of them. Now there are some that you don't see in the trailer that you'll see in the movie, so that was a surprise. They gave away too many. Maybe show one or two and then leave it at that. I feel like we saw over half of them in the trailer alone, but their design was super cool. It looked like, for the most part, a nice combination of like practical makeup effects with some CGI to enhance, which I think most would agree is like probably the best use of those mediums. Like if you pair them together just right. In terms of the gore, it's a lot more of like implied gore. This is rated PG-13, so it's not super intense on the blood and guts. The violence, or like the suggestion of violence, again, since it's PG-13, was pretty intense though, I do have to say, like when you think about what's happening. But this is one that I can say I would have ate up if I was like in high school when I watched this. I thought it was a lot of fun, surprisingly meta, and yeah, overall just surprising, I think, is, if I had to review this in one word, surprising. I was not expecting to like it as much as I did. It's not the best movie of the year, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. So if you were maybe deciding whether you wanted to go see this and any of that sounded appealing to you, I think you should, especially if you want to make it a movie night and go with some friends or something. I think that's probably the best way to go see this movie. And if you've seen it already, please let me know in the comments what you thought about it. I feel like this one is probably gonna skew a little more on the not so good side, so I'm gonna be surprised to hear what you guys specifically think about it. If you like this video and you wanna hear my thoughts on another very fun horror movie that I actually liked the second time I saw it, Abigail, you can check out that video here, and I'll see you next week with some more videos. Until then, stay strange. Bye.